with the expropriation of land without compensation bill is meeting this morning. MPs comprising what has now become known as the Section 25 Committee will deliberate on the report, which includes input from discussions and public hearings on the matter. Our parliamentary reporter, Abra Barbier, will be monitoring the committee. She joins us now via Zoom. A very good morning to you, Abra. Parliament is currently in recess. Isn't it unusual for committees to be sitting during this time?
Desiree, very good morning to you as well. Not really, because in instances such as this, where there's urgent work that needs to be completed, Parliament will make the decision for a committee to sit during a recess period. And this, of course, is a very long recess period. So quite a bit of work has been going on over the past 2 weeks or so. One of them, as we know, will be this ad hoc committee dealing with expropriation without compensation. And one of the reasons why this committee is sitting during this period is because this is a matter which has been going on for about the last 4 years. The committee was formed in 2019 in the 6th Parliament, and the deadline for the committee has been pushed forward on more than one occasion. Of course, the onset of the COVID pandemic, the committee wasn't able to work. Remember, in those early days of COVID, Parliament wasn't sitting, not even virtually. So that was one of the stumbling blocks delaying the work of the committee. And then there were other procedural issues as well, which delayed the work of the committee, and therefore the deadline in which the committee had to finish its work. It's now been extended to the 31st of May.
So after today, how will this process unfold? What happens next?
Today's process, this has been a very controversial topic, as you know. There have been very strong opinions from both sides, and they've been, maybe I can call it fireworks, in the various meetings, especially in the public hearings. We have the EFF we have the DA and the FF Plus on the one hand, who are really against this matter going forward, and then we have the EFF, who are very vocal about the expropriation without compensation issue going through Parliament and being passed. So they've been really loud and like I said, it's been fireworks in the various public hearings with general members of the public and as well with various entities. Today's meeting, I'm not expecting it to be really exciting. It's literally procedural. MPs received the consolidated report on Tuesday. Today they'll be going through it in Parliament. We refer to it as line by line to check commas, just to check that the wording is correct. And then, of course, the committee will decide whether the report is ready to move forward to the next stage, and that would be to go to the National Assembly. And once in the National Assembly, it will need a 2/3 majority for the report to be adopted and for the next step to go forward. So yes, today it will literally be MPs just looking at the report and then deciding whether they will go forward with it and send it to the National Assembly.
Of course, it's one of those nationally topical conversations. How can we expect the public to take part in this conversation? Is there a way for the public to take part?
The public already had the opportunity. The public hearings have been taking place. This report that we are going to be looking at today contains all the public input that we've been seeing over the last few months. Remember, the committee's been crisscrossing the country. They've been going to all parts of the country to get as much input as possible. They've been oral presentations. They've also been written presentations. So the public leg of this has already been done. And then the committee has until the 31st of May. Their deadline is the 31st of May. So, it will go to depending on how it goes today, it should go to the National Assembly and be concluded by the 31st of May.
Abra, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. We'll, of course, be following developments. Abra Barbier is coming to us from our SABC Parliament studio. Well, she's coming from home, but she is based at the Parliament studio. And it would have been great if that conversation at the State Capture Commission had taken place yesterday with Gugile Nkwinti regarding land. But of course, it would have led nicely into this conversation.